I'm streaming Flight Sim.
Yo, I'm about to rip it, chat.
Okay. I'm about to post on my Snapchat. Because my friends always join when I stream Flight Sim.
Wait, you're a creative warrior for Regions 9 Esports?
Used to be. I was until, the team died and my Twitch got hacked. Dude. Do the walk.
Yeah, okay.
Do the walk.
You're at gate. Alright, so you're going to Sydney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what any of this means.
Like, Sydney, Australia.
Virgin Airlines?
Flight Sim, yeah.
Is that their actual YouTube, Team Winners?
No, I don't know. Flight Sim stream part 2. Posted on my Snap. People look at my Snap really fast, so I think I'll get mad views on it because I don't post on Snap that much. Oh, time to get my controls. Yeah, I had to open up my YouTube on my phone so I can see who pulled up to the stream. Do I have my iPad in my bag? Hope I do. Shoot, my screen is cooked. Okay, there. Slide it in. Good boy. It's just not clicking in. Like, are you just gonna click in or not clicking? Unzipping. How do I make this? Bro, it's not staying tight on there. I'm scared it's gonna like slip off. Yo, can you tell me if there's any viewers?
Yeah, there's one, and it's me.
Damn, bro, chill, bro, chill.
Yo, the flight expires in 9 hours and 58 minutes. You gotta get to work. I don't even know what any of this means, bro.
What?
What is block? Yo, you're almost out of block fuel.
No, I'm not. Fuel, that's the amount of fuel in kg I'm about to take. So that's like, I don't know, like 6-7 pounds. I'm never saying that again. Yeah, I'm never saying that again. That's like 12,000 kg. My game loaded yet?
7. It's only
6, 7. Yo, you want to see my address? I'll put it up on the screen.
Alright,
yeah, hell no. You actually thought I was like...
You fly on iFly Jets. Yeah. iFly Jets. Yeah, that one. You Aviation. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, departure. Go to Sharjah Airport. Sharjah.
No.
Sharjah.
Dude, I have to follow my departure plan. I can hear my freaking thing echoing. Let me turn this on. Echo 2. Echo Dose. Echo
run
Dose.
away. No, don't do 54. Do 20.
Dude, no, but I have an assigned gate. You see my assigned gate? Look, this is my assigned gate right here, gang. Like, I gotta go to this gate.
Go to gate E2. I think that's where you need to be.
Should I just spawn on the runway? Wouldn't that be like smart?
No, it's up. Yeah, it's right there. Up. Pull it up.
E9. E1.
Yo, is that the Nazi symbol?
No.
Oh shit, it kind of looks like.
You're trying to get me banned.
Yo, there's 2 people watching. What's good, chat? I'm about to rip it for y'all. Type 1 in the chat if y'all want me to rip it.
Ain't no one typing 1, bro. I said Flight Sim stream part 2 on my Snap, and I got 0 viewers. Exposed the Nitro. That's
typing
you.
1. Yeah,
Yo, it's Mikey. Is that Mikey?
Yeah. Someone actually typed 1.
Yo, is that Mikey? Yo, that's not.
I don't know.
Is that you? So God, that's not you.
It's not me. Why would that be me? What?
Wait, is this Mikey? Mikey, type 2 if it's you.
I got your favorite skin. I bet that shit. Fuckers, this bitch ass kid Zacy's won't add me back on Fortnite.
It's Mikey, bro. Mikey, bro, you're trying to get me in trouble. Look at this beautiful aircraft right here, man. Look at
Bro,
this.
I'm trolling. Expose nitros to me.
I know it was you. It's like, you guys see how like my controls moving with me moving? Look at
Yo,
that.
why are you in the cockpit? Like why? Like what? Like cricket?
Oh, you see how I'm edging it?
What the fuck?
You see how I'm edging it?
Yo.
See how like it's edging basically? Like while I move?
Yo, what the fuck are you doing? I don't even understand.
I'm in the...
No. Wait, what's like the worst thing that you can do in like this game? Can you like crash?
Crash? Like flip the plane upside down? Like kill everyone I have on board? Like I could do that type shit. Oh, I need to open my...
You have 7 viewers.
No, I don't. I have 2. Stop lying to me. You're literally my only other viewer. I know. It's poverty.
Bro, how do you have 1K subs on here and 60K on?
It's me and myself, gang. It's me and myself.
And
Why I sent you a chat? Yo, I'm not responding to your text, gang. Oh, let me text these guys. They'll join my stream. Flight Sim Part 2. I said Flight Sim Part 2. They said, hey, they want another Flight Sim stream this weekend. So they're getting another Flight Sim stream this weekend. Like, if you know what I'm saying, like, am I black or, like... Alright, so don't say anything crazy, and when I'm talking, like, clearly that doesn't sound like I'm talking to you, just, like, shut up.
Me?
Yeah, basically. That's what I mean.
Yo, chat, type 3 if you want me to rip it for the one time.
Yeah, they don't hear you, gang. I'm gonna mute, like, that
No, please.
You just don't say anything weird. Like,
I won't.
Like, otherwise, I'm gonna have to do some things to you. That's obviously off stream. Not on stream.
How about we make it on stream, though?
No, we're not making it on stream. Alright, I'm gonna need you to shut up, because I actually, like, need to, like, set up my aircraft, and I, like, need to be locked in.
I don't care about your virtual aircraft.
I need my pilot points, like, shut up. I'm watching a video because I've never set up this aircraft before. I might crash, bro, and I might hurt every passenger on board.
That's a good thing, right?
No, it's not a good thing.
Once you have that up, I like to go to the system page, sit menu, and ground support. Then I'll go ahead and connect the electric and the air conditioning. You can do the rest if you like, but I don't really choose to. Now, keep in mind when I am showing you this, the setup and startup, that this isn't by the book, this isn't professional, this isn't procedures, this is just how to get the plane up and have fun in the skies. Now, you will need to have a sim brief ready to go for your flight as well. This is not a tutorial of how to get that going. So we're going to click on this little battery button here. It's going to close the top there. The next thing I like to do is get these window heats going, the probes going, and then I'll come down here and flick on some lights. Once you have that set, go to AFT, click that.
Bro. Like, I'm gonna rip it.
And then I'll come down here and flick on some lights.
Oh my god, you need to tell me if I got more viewers in there, bro.
Have fun in the skies.
Bro, your only viewer is me. This shit is poverty.
Alright, bro.
This is not a
Chill out on me.
tutorial of how to get that going. So we're going to click on this little battery button here. It's going to close the top there. The next thing I like to do is get these window heats going, the probes going, and then I'll come down here and flick on some lights. Once you have that set,
Bro, shut up. Like, stop going so
get these
fast.
window heats going,
Hold on.
the probes
We're-
going.
I'm turning the playback speed up 0.75 because he's talking way too much.
The next thing I like to do is get these window heats going,
So window heats
the probes going,
on.
and then I'll come down here and flick on some lights. said, go to...
Yo, I'm gonna touch this guy.
The next thing I like to do is get these window heats going, the probes going, and then I'll come down here and flick on some lights. Once you have that set, go to AFT, click that on, and then the APU. And so far, everything I've done right here.
Where's AFT, yo? Yeah, you have to look for me, bro. Where's AFT?
I don't give a shit about your stupid ass flight simulator. Like, bro, AFT is but down. I've played this before. Okay, I'll help you look. Alright.
Like, my ground power's just not turning on.
Yeah, word. I don't want to turn that on. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta
Oh, wait.
go to the panel.
Yo, I got power. I'm crazy. Low taper fade.
Go to panel. Trust, go to panel. Go to panel.
Whoa, we got power now. Yo, shut up. I'm locked in.
Go to panel!
Shut
I'm about to
up.
rip it. I'm actually about to rip it. Chat, type 1 if you want me to rip it once again.
Beyond ATC connected.
Poverty, bro. Nobody wants to watch me right now.
You have 2 viewers.
I do?
Yeah.
It's not me and myself. It's not you and myself. So it's someone else, actually. Someone actually pulled up, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm crazy. I need to continue watching this setup. Oh my god.
Here, at least on this panel, has been exactly the same as how I would do it in the 737 from PMDG. Alright, so next I'm going to go to auto with the seat belts and then the external lights as well. Now I have a shortcut up here. I'm going to flip these over to nav. It's going to align them. And once that's doing its job, we're then going to swing on down here to the FMC. At the FMC, we'll click on the little button and we'll be able to get our performance information and insert our flight plan. Now, I have yet to figure out one thing, and so if anyone's watching this video, how and where do you see the APU? I have not figured that out yet. I've just been going off of the clicks and sounds. So maybe under system? No, that didn't seem to do it. Anywho, I heard a click, so I'm assuming the APU is ready to go. So, on and on. Nope, not yet. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and, oh, now it's on. So, on and on.
I don't know why
I
not.
forgot how the bow wings work sometimes. So you have the APU
Oh my
now
god, that's
on.
why.
We're going to go down here at the bottom, and we're going to go to position, and let's go ahead and get our IRSs aligned. So GPS, we're going to go back, edit position, and now that's aligned. We're going to go to route, and this flight I have set for the flight plan is Orlando to Miami. And then we're going to request the flight plan. It's going to load up some information. Going to wait for that to load up, and then we'll go ahead and proceed to the next step here. Now that that's loaded, we'll click on load, and it's going to bring in our flight plan for this flight. Alright, so we have that loaded in there.
Yeah.
You can see the route's already set. So runway departure is going to be 36 right out of this beautiful airport. And our flight number is going to be United.
Yankee Mike. Yankee Mike Lima. To Yankee Sierra. Yankee. There we go. And the weekend. What just happened, yo? Oh. Alberta Walter Star sent you a chat. I think I'm good now. Route 1 uplink. Man. Oh, that's doing that. I'm so lost in what I'm supposed to do here. We are trying our best, though. You know what I mean. Perf. Yeah, this is right now. Let's go back. Index. Actually, we're gonna re-request this flight plan.
Yo, yo,
What?
yo,
The what?
yo. Nah, I'm just watching Rakai. This is so funny, bro. No, I just closed your stream. You're gonna go down a viewer. Sorry, bro.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Shut up.
This parking is too small
Me?
for your aircraft.
No, what's this thing, dude? It's pissing me off.
This
Ooh.
parking is too small. Refueling truck is on its way. This parking is too small for your aircraft. This parking is too small for your air. This parking is too small for your aircraft. This parking is too small for your aircraft. Refueling truck is on its way. Fuel truck is in position.
Fuel truck in there. APU going. Everything going well. Well, very, very well. I don't even know. Boss work in Australia. Probably Sydney. Just gonna put it there. VH -8 IA, I believe. Type I code B38 M. Flight number Zero 3 YSSY. Yeah. Just loading the fuel on board here. See the routes in there. Yeah. Haven't even got to the takeoff yet.
too small
So
for
you
your
have it all
aircraft.
disconnected. You can go back one. And now what we can do is go to main menu and flight initiation. Flight initialization. You can also go to payload. And what I like to do here is click on copy from the FMC. So it
There
pulls
we
in
go.
all the information for us. And that's all set. Okay. So we have a plane that is pretty much ready to go at this point. So you can go ahead, get your pushback going. I'm not going to do that for this video.
This
but,
parking is too
okay,
small for your
pushbacks
aircraft.
go.
I don't know what I need to do next, but we'll figure it out on the way.
Do you want to board crew? Pilots boarding starting. Crew boarding starting.
Auto sets the trim. Rotate 137. V2 145.
Your crew has boarded.
Hello.
Passengers boarding starting.
May I see your boarding pass? This way, please.
Yo, I'm low-key think I'm locked in right now.
To one viewer and it's a me.
Alright, bro, you can shut up.
Poverty ass stream.
Alright, bro, you can shut up, bro. Like, you're, like...
Okay, if you were streaming on Twitch right now, like your old Twitch, how much would you like have right now?
Probably 200.
Watch your stream. Shit, I could have said so much more good shit. Ah. Somebody eat your ass.
Do you realize I'm gonna have this on clip forever, right?
Wait, what? What'd you say?
You know, you forget this is digital footprint, right? Velocity 803 requesting clearance. This is near
Wait, what does digital footprint mean again?
Where, like, everything you say...
Velocity 803, Melbourne delivery. Expect runway 16. Dosal 1 departure. Dosal transition. Squawk 0432.
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't remember this. But you're just gonna think of your name and then you're gonna think of Vaney.
Yeah, I'm gonna note to you.
Yo, hit the disconnect button. Like, see the disconnect stuff.
No, I'm just not disconnecting stuff. I'm boarding all my passengers right now so I can, like, lock in.
God damn, bro. You haven't boarded passengers yet? GG.
It's one... No, I've boarded 147 out of, 156. I'm almost done. What, am I a bad pilot?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Terrible pilot, actually. I would never let you drive my plane.
Alright, bro, whatever you say. Warlock, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do all this stuff while I'm
Yo, go to
freaking
Beyond
flying.
ATC. It'll help you with everything.
No, they're giving me the wrong departure. It's telling me to depart from one runway when I need to depart from the other. Like, I'm literally not listening to them until I get in air. I'm just gonna follow my own taxi route until I get into air. And then after, like, once I'm on the Dosal 1 departure, you know what I'm saying? Type. No. Should I shut up?
Yeah, bro.
Alright, let me check the I actually need to check runway 27 departure. Hello, Lele. I am a pay. Skibbity dibbity dibbity tribbity. Like, oh my god, that's aura.
Oh, I just realized I have spring break this week. That's good.
How do you have spring break in April?
I don't know. I think my school's weird. I also live in New York.
So, like, you just don't have school all of this week?
I also live in New York City, so take that into account.
Does that mean you can just play Fortnite all day?
I mean, I could play Fortnite any day. My school doesn't know where I live. Like, what? You think they're gonna come to building 132? You think they're gonna come to floor 132 of? I'm not gonna say my building, but
Skyrise
they don't
Apartments.
that's not what it's called. It's what it. Jeez.
You're gonna what?
Eat your butt. No, that's saved. I didn't mean that. Joking.
Alright, all my passengers.
Bro, this is a poverty ass stream. There is no one watching this shit, bro. Just wrap it up.
Really, bro?
Wait, do you have a creator code?
Yeah.
What is it?
Xara1X.
I'm using your creator code, bro. I'm about to make you a penny every time I buy something.
Yeah, you never buy anything, so I'm good.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your pennies, gang. I'll buy I'm waiting for Coachella so I can buy the lyric skin.
Oh my god, dude, I'm in the wrong barrow. What even is the QNH, dude? It's actually poverty, bro. You're actually, like, right, because, like, why is no one joining my stream?
Yo, so if you're in the stream right now, type in chat.
Post it on my thing and everything. My own self is in the stream. I'm watching my own stream, dude. Like, it's so poverty. I'm lucky a loser, dude. Loser for that. I told people to get on my stream and they just ignored me. Like, that's just like W's. So my VNAP just won't arm. That auto thruster will. Like, that was tough. Why is it saying, whoa, what did I just do? Did you just see that? Alright, it says on my, I get that shit, believe me. I was just getting my diss about little Phoebe. Why do I have flaps one out? What is that? Do I have parking brakes on? Hold on. Will this disconnect? Yo, which one's my parking brake? Yo, is my... Hold on. One of my controls aren't working. Why is this not working? Did I pour water on it? No. Did I mess up my thrust levers? Clearly working. Hold on. Oh. That's why it's not working, because someone messed with it. And that person who messed with it was totally not me. There it is. There it is. There it is. There we are. Good boy. Bad boy, good boy. Bad boy, good boy. Alright, here we go.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Prepare for pushback and departure. Seatbelt signs. Going auto here. Cabin crew, prepare for departure, please. Yo, is this poverty, bro? Like, should I just, like, get off?
Bro, you're like, you're ready for pushback, bro. Pushback.
Disconnect. Or, no, keep the air conditioning on. Fueling's good.
Why did bro just disconnect air conditioning?
I want my passengers.
Everybody on your flight finna die, bro.
Yo, why my flaps 40? Yo, so my flaps are on reverse axis and I don't know why they're on 40 degrees. Oh my god, bro, like, this day can't get any worse, can it? I don't know why my flaps are on reverse axis, like, it's like... So, oh, heck no. I guess I just have to, like, slap it. I'm just gonna, like, slap it. There. Good boy. Go back in the right spot. Enter a pushback. Change direction, maybe. Look here. So, yo, but I might push back into the air. Alright, we can do a 180. So I'll do. Or I can just do a straight pushback. I've never done a straight
This
pushback
parking
before.
is too small for your aircraft.
Continue pushback. Just not showing up.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Continue pushback. Straight pushback.
Release parking brakes, please.
And so flaps go back. Alright, bro. I think I'm I
Release
am
parking brakes, please.
STR switch. Wait, okay, I think I gotta turn this. Keep the gen on for now.
Release parking brakes, please.
I hope everything's in the right spot. Cause then my aircraft shuts off.
Release parking brakes, please. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Turn on the left ignition. And inject the fuel. Yo, why is my engines not turning on? Bro, how am I supposed to fix the oil pressure? Engine failure. I don't know how the center pumps are on low.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. Engine's not started yet. I'll call you back later.
Yo!
Yo, my engines aren't starting, gang.
Bro, we might need to wrap this stream up. This is poverty.
Yo, it's cause like it's saying I have a pressurization issue. Like this thing genuinely might hate me, bro, right? Yeah. Dude, it's not letting me open this thing. Look, like, do you see this? It literally does, like, I'm going into the thing, pressing engines, and it's not working. That might mean I have to, like, update the aircraft. And if I have to update it, I'm literally just not going to be able to play. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I just ripped in my hole, bro. I think I just ripped my pants, bro. Like, I just fully ripped in my pants. Yo, it's everywhere. it's just not working. It says engines NAN. I just turn off the fuel pumps. Ignition. It says engine fuel right here. When I turn these ones on, it says literally only on planes I don't know how to use, bro. Continuous. Maybe ignition right here. So I have an engine film.
737 engine start and then get our aircraft prepared. Here on, let's hit our own procedures. First things off is simply going to turn dark. There is no automatic transition from the generators unless the aircraft is in the air. So, with that done, let's go down into the systems page once again, simulator menu and ground support, and in here we can disconnect the external power unit and remove the 3 chocks around our gears. So, after that we go back to either the terminal charts or to the performance. Normally we use the terminal charts over here. So, before we can start our pushback, we must check that our windows and doors are closed. So that includes the flight deck windows, the cockpit door, and the external doors. Once all the passengers are seated, we would get a signal by the cabin crew, and we would set the no smoking sign, or rather switch. You can close them. You must pull them. We would get a signal that our windows and doors are closed. Alright, last but not least, let's go ahead and select the next page on the pilot monitrix FMC and the takeoff page on the pilot flyings FMC, and now we can go ahead and run the before start procedures. So the before start procedure is fairly easy. You turn the air conditioning pipes off, make sure the APU bleed is on, anti-collision light comes on, and last but not least, the transponder is set into the auto position, which automatically activates altitude off. When these tasks are complete, we can go ahead and start our pushback into the auto position, which when the air conditioning pipes off, make sure the APU bleed is on.
What?
Anti-collision light comes and run the before start
Yo, be
procedures.
quiet real quick, bro.
So the before start procedure is fairly easy. You turn the air conditioning pipes off, make sure the APU bleed is on, anti-collision light comes on, and last but not least, the transponder is set into the auto position, which automatically activates altitude off. When these tasks are complete, we can go ahead into the auto position, which automatically
Oh my god.
About rotor motoring that I have described.
I did it. I did it. Wait, I didn't do it. It keeps saying oil press is 0. Let me see, does he do it? An oil press is 0 when he does that.
Level. This can take a little while, and while that is in progress, we monitor that oil pressure starts to rise and the M1 starts to rise, and once N2 is at or above 25%, we are going to turn on the fuel. Have a look at the engine valves at the top, and you might see some of them flickering.
Alright, yo, I gotta go.
While the
Alright, bro.
aircraft performs an automatic self-test of the systems. Now we are going to monitor the engine start in progress, and we are going to check for any of the following, in which cases we would have to abort the engine start manually. If there is no N1
37 max. N2.
Is now starting up as well. So now we are going to turn on the fuel, monitor operation of the valves. So motoring is in progress, completed, so let's go ahead and now the motoring is in progress. Operation. What you do here is you turn the isolation valve to close and then the right pack into the auto position. Now the right engine is providing air to the right pack so that air conditioning is applied to the engine while the APU bleed is still available to start engine number 1. And that's what we're going to do now. So engine 1 start. And once again, we can monitor while the APU bleed is now the rack operation. Before we go ahead, boys, seats to a similar level terrain. In order to initiate the engine start, we're going to turn the start switch into the ground position, and this is going to open the engine start valve. And 2 starts to rise. And at some point between 18 and 24% N2, the gauge is going to display motoring, and this is the so-called bowed rotor motoring that I have described earlier. What the airplane is doing right now is that through the suction of the air through the entering, and this is the so-called starts to rise, and maximum time for which the starter is allowed to be engaged is 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and initiate the engine start. We're starting in sequence 2, then 1. In order to initiate the engine start, we're going to turn the start switch into the ground position, and this is going to open the engine start valve. And 2 starts to rise, and at some point between 18 and 24% N2, the gauge is going to display motoring, and this is the so-called bowed rotor motoring that I have described earlier. What the airplane is doing right now is that through the suction of the air through the engine, the heat is getting dissipated and all components of the engines are cooled to a similar level. This can take a little while, and while that is in progress, we monitor that oil pressure starts to rise and the N1 starts to rise, and once N2 is at or above 25%, we are going to turn on the fuel. Have a look at the engine valves at the top, and you might see some of them flickering while the aircraft performs an automatic self-test of the systems. Now we are going to monitor the engine start in progress, and we are going to check for any of the following, in which cases we would have to abort the engine start manually. If there is no N1 rotation before the engine start lever is raised to the idle tent, if there is no oil pressure indication by the time the engine is stabilized at idle, once again, we can
Here
monitor
we
the
go.
N2 rising at about 18%. We should start seeing the motoring indication, and one starts to rise, and now the motoring is in progress. While we're waiting for that to complete, which can take up to 90 seconds, our pushback has also been completed, so let's go ahead and set the parking brake. To do that, press the brake pedals, and then you can apply the parking brake lever. So, motoring is in progress. Once the motoring is complete and the N2 reaches 25%,
There we go.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Continuous. Well, this side starts. Oh, no, it's starting. I'm starting there. No rise in N2 yet, but it's starting.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right
Apologize
is
for
clear.
that long time. Had some struggles starting the aircraft there. It should be all good now. We are believed to have engine power. Not still showing me an issue with the right side, but you can see the oil pressure is rising. N2 is rising, I don't know. EGT won't show up. We're all up there. We're all good now. We can finally start our taxi. I'm gonna wait for me to be able to see everything. Oil pressure's up to the right spot. It's still not getting an EGT for one side, but that's okay. Start to go on here. Yeah, that is. Yes. Maybe not going. So maybe not. Director off. Director on. Alright. We can finally taxi, man. Continuous. So happy to be taxiing. Golf and then Victor. Program continuous. Things are off too.